Right, so we're back with a movie review, which we haven't done for quite a while. And actually, ironically enough, the last review we did together was for 2001: A Space Odyssey, which I've yet to post, but it'll be coming soon. Yeah, for Interstellar, but this will be a spoiler-free review, and we're just going to very quickly go over our thoughts on the film. I'll go first, if you don't mind. And yeah, the film I thought was amazing. Still trying to kind of put it into words, and it's been very divisive. Like, people have been calling it a masterpiece. People have been saying it was lacking something, and that it was, pretty, devoid of certain things that make Christopher Nolan films so amazing, like Inception or The Dark Knight, etc. I think it's his best film, personally. For me, I think that the way the plot goes, you kind of have to take a massive leap of faith in the last act of the film. I think if anyone could watch the first two acts of the film, like the first 2 hours, and have a problem with the plot, I'd find that quite strange. But people who have a problem with the plot, for the last part of the film, I can get that. I can understand people not, because it is a very interesting way to kind of end the film. But I thought the plot was great. I thought the acting was fantastic. There's such an amazing cast: Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, even people who I didn't know were in the film, and I won't even spoil that. The music by Hans Zimmer was fantastic and different. It wasn't like...
It wasn't typical Hans Zimmer.
Especially Hans Zimmer with Christopher Nolan, like the Dark Knight trilogy and Inception, big strings and all that. It was completely different, and it really fit the film as well. And the visual effects were, as I think anyone would expect,
amazing, fantastic.
So for me, it's just now a thing of where do I place it on my favourite movies of all time, because it's definitely up there. But yeah, for me, 10 out of 10, I absolutely loved it. And I think it's Christopher Nolan's actual masterpiece. Like, I wouldn't say, as much as I love The Dark Knight, I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece. Inception is almost there for me, but this one was. So
it's because Inception was so original, but everybody's done space movies, and so it's within a category already, but Inception was so original, and so that is a masterpiece. This is as well, in its own ways, just that it's not much that you haven't already seen before.
No. Well, either way, that was my brief thoughts.
I've been looking forward to this movie for so long. My expectations were so high, and I'm not disappointed, but I didn't feel as pleased as I thought it would be.
I think you did set the bar too high for yourself.
I set the bar way too high for myself. I thought this would be like, oh my god, like, make me cry because I'm so happy I'm finally seeing this movie. But it was like unrealistic how much I wanted this movie to be perfect for me alone. Don't care about anybody else. But it was amazing. It was a 10 out of 10 for me too. The acting was flawless for me. It was. Matthew McConaughey made me cry, because there were some emotional scenes that made me like, it was... I wish I was watching it alone, because then I could actually cry. But when you sit there in the cinema, you're like, come on, tears do not roll down that face. You keep blinking.
Yeah, I had 2 moments where I was struggling, for sure.
I had 3. It was really, really, really good. The story was great. I was enjoying how it was building up to, what can you say? The second act.
Yeah.
I was just so looking forward to when they were gonna go out to space and stuff, and see how they were gonna do that. It's not a spoiler. My favorite planet was in it. What can I say? It's like, when I saw it, I almost drooled a little bit, because it was just so amazing. I can't wait to watch it again and try and listen to the soundtrack more for my favorite parts of the movie as well.
Yeah.
And the ending, how it kind of made me feel. Okay, I can only say that now because I can't spoil anything.
Yeah.
But I need to watch the movie again, because the movie wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. And so when I watch it again, I think I will appreciate everything a lot more, and it will get higher on my top list of movies. Like, I want to go back again and see it right away.
Yeah, it would be great to see that
just
again.
to have a different.
Yeah.
You know.
Things always change when you watch them a second time.
Yeah,
For better or worse.
yeah, especially when you walk around and you just. I was overthinking this movie so much.
Yeah.
I love Christopher Nolan. I love most of the actors in it. I was so surprised when.
A certain actor turned up who he hasn't really been publicised that much as being a main star in the film.
No, because you don't see him in the trailer.
Even though he's a
either,
fairly big name.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then, and
final
just
thoughts.
all of them.
Because we'll do probably a much longer spoiler-filled review as well.
Yeah. Final thoughts. Great. It's a 2014 movie. It's, you know. In 2030, it'll be, oh, that's so 2010s or whatever, because you can tell by the CGI and stuff. It was really, really good.
So we'll come back with a spoiler-filled review for people who have seen the film, and where we can get probably a bit more animated on it. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you with the next review, or the next part of this review. And if you haven't seen the film, then go see it. It's awesome, and then come back and watch the rest of our thoughts. Thanks for watching.
He says he's really cool, but I think he's a tool. Even though I'm sure he's a quite nice guy, really. He's a quite nice guy, really.